The Three Sisters canteen was decked out for the season, with strands of tinsel and a blinking-nosed inflatable reindeer. The cafe had been built to provide cheap breakfasts and rapid lunches to workers in car factories that no longer existed. Now, 2/3 of the tables were permanently roped off, and the place survived serving hungover uni students and workers from Loxley's trash dumps. Lottie, the waitress, seemed to have stepped from the past, with mountainous lacquered grey hair and frilly trim around her pink apron. Her eyes narrowed as she approached two 14-year-olds at a table close to the service counter.
"No school?"
she asked, in a gravelly smoker's voice. Josie Longshanks shook her head and told a lie.
"Dentist, we're due back after lunch."
Lottie wasn't convinced, because the pair were holding hands across the plastic table cover, but she wouldn't push it, as long as they were no trouble. The boy was Alan Adale, Robin Hood's oldest friend. He was gangly and 2 meters tall, even with his afro squashed under a Nottingham Penguins baseball cap.
"2 cappuccinos,"
Alan said. Lottie got this from young people all the time and rolled her eyes as she pointed out a tall table with battered steel jugs.
"No fancy stuff here. Got bottomless black coffee and milk, if you need it."
Josie ordered tea and a bacon bap. Alan got coffee plus a fried egg sandwich that burst with runny yolk when he took his first bite.
"Not my new shirt,"
he whined, dabbing the stain with a napkin while Josie smirked. As the pair ate, Christmas music on the radio broke for the hourly news. The two teens let the first story wash over them, something about President Marjorie's pepper bill facing a crucial committee. But the next item caught their ears. Following yesterday's guilty verdicts, a judge in Loxley Superior Court has handed lengthy prison sentences to 2 Sherwood Forest rebels charged with terrorist and robbery offences. 19-year-old Kevin Flash Maid was sentenced to 32 years, while his 18-year-old partner Agnes McIntyre received 20. Alan and Josie were Sherwood rebels who knew Flash and Agnes, so the tough sentences gave them chills. In other news, fire crews from as far as Capital City have been drafted into the Loxley area to try and contain a trash dump fire that has been burning for 3 days. And Maddie the marmoset, who escaped from Capital City Zoo yesterday, has been safely returned to her enclosure. Now it's time for more festive tracks here on Mellow Gold Radio.
"Poor Flash,"
Josie whispered as she set her coffee mug down.
"Judge absolutely smashed them." "They'll only serve half, with good behaviour,"
Alan noted, giving Josie's hand a reassuring squeeze.
"Only 16 years,
Josie joked, waving a dismissive hand.
"No bother at all."
Their gloomy thoughts were interrupted by Robin Hood's voice, crackling through the earpiece microphones they both wore.
"Our targets are parking up outside. Little electric Fiat, custard yellow, registration K..."
Alan glanced around to make sure nobody was close by before replying.
"Robin, you broke up after K. What's all that noise?" "Rain," Robin moaned. "I'm on the roof and soaked through. Forget the registration. It's the little yellow car right out front in the disabled bay." "Enjoy the rain, pal,"
Alan told Robin, then looked up at Josie.
"It's on."
It was hammering rain, and the cafe windows had filthy net curtains, but Alan glanced casually sideways and viewed the comical scene outside. 2 obese goons squeezed out of the little car and charged through rain to the cafe entrance. At the same time, Josie pulled a vape pod from the front pocket of her jeans and stood up.
"Need a quick puff?"
she said, for the benefit of anyone nearby. Josie swept by the 2 goons coming the other way. They were stereotypical thugs, big necks, bigger guts, crude prison tattoos and bulky coats that hinted at weapons tucked beneath.